Today's session we are doing some extra question answers on temperature and measurement class 6 CBSC science. Okay, so I hope you have a NCERT textbook with you. Okay, and we know that temperature is nothing but a measurement of coldness or hotness of the body. Okay, and we can measure this temperature with the help of thermometers. Thermometers are analog as well as digital. We observe temperature measurement devices like thermometer uh, in a different areas. We are using some specific thermometers. So clinical thermometers are there. Then in laboratory thermometers are there. So these are specially designed, okay, to measure the temperature of that body. Okay, so now we are doing some question answers, MCQ also we can discuss. So here first MCQ is given, what is the primary purpose of thermometer? Okay, first they gave option here to measure the pressure, to measure the temperature, to measure the humidity, and to measure the distance. So we know that thermometers are used to measure the temperature. Okay, so question answer is here to measure the temperature. Okay, so next question they are asking here, which thermometer is commonly used to check a body temperature? Very important, which thermometer is used to check a body temperature? So first is laboratory thermometer, clinical thermometer, mercury thermometer, and digital scale. So basically we have two thermometers, okay, two types of thermometers, analog and digital. Some clinical thermometers are also comes under this. So this to measure the body temperature we are using the clinical thermometers. They are also known as digital thermometers. Okay, so there we can get a direct numbers. Okay, no need to wait for that mercury level will go up and all. So it senses because the thermometers are having some sensor in it, so they measure the body temperature and they give the result. Okay, so basically to measure the body temperature we are using clinical thermometer. Okay, so next question is that which scale uses degrees Fahrenheit? Okay, so Fahrenheit options are given: Celsius scale, Kelvin scale, Fahrenheit scale, and thermometric scale. Okay, which scale uses degrees Fahrenheit? So Fahrenheit scale, no, Fahrenheit they are asking, that means they require Fahrenheit scale over here. Okay, so here next question they are asking, what liquid is often used in laboratory thermometer? Okay, what kind of liquid they are using in the laboratory thermometers? Options are given: water, alcohol, mercury, B and C. Option B and C. Okay, so mostly if you go for higher standards, so we used to measure the temperature by using alcohol as well as mercury so we have in our syllabus now for class 6. But if you go for later classes, then you'll come to know that alcohol is also used to measure the that is also used in the laboratory thermometer. So here option alcohol and mercury both. Okay, option last is the correct option. If they give only mercury, then mercury is the correct. Otherwise you can choose, if these two options are there, then you can choose both. Okay, now what happens to the temperature during the summer? Okay, what happens to the temperature during the summer? In summer we know that there is a high temperature, correct? So temperature is what of the environment is increases. Okay, here options are given: decreases, remains same, increases, and it fluctuates randomly. Okay, it is always increases in the summer. Getting this? So now they gave here some fill in the blanks. The device used to measure temperature, a device which is used to measure a temperature is called as dash. That means the device which we measure the temperature, that are known as a thermometers. Okay, then next, The Celsius scale is represented by a symbol. We are writing number, and above that means on the head we are drawing one circle and we are writing Celsius, that is degree Celsius. Okay, we are measuring. Thermometers are used in the scientific settings. So basically the thermometers which we are using in laboratory, they are what, having some scientific settings over there. Then fourth one they are asking here, the a temperature of a 0 degree Celsius is equivalent to Kelvin. We know that 0 Kelvin is equal to 273.15. Okay, so that is nothing but 0 degree is equal to 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, this you can memorize. This is very important question. Many times they ask this question for MCQ or assertion reason. Okay, so next one, the temperature in slash is usually higher than in winter. So temperature is always greater or more in summer than the winter. Okay, so like this you have to write the answers. So now I will ask you some questions for true and false. So a clinical thermometers, okay, so clinical thermometers are, so here the next question means MCQ are there. A clinical, not MCQ, true and false. A clinical thermometer is used to measure air temperature. Clinical thermometer. So clinical thermometer are only used to measure the body temperature. So it is, they are telling here air temperature, which is wrong, which is false. Then Kelvin scale is a SI unit of a temperature. Yes, true. Many people are thinking it's degree Celsius. No, it's a Kelvin. SI unit is Kelvin. Okay, so that is true. Now mercury thermometers are safe to use and do not pose any risk. No, it's not. They are not safe. Okay, so next is we can always trust our sense of touch to determine the temperature accurately. False. Okay, sometimes it's not possible, so we need a thermometers to measure the body temperature. Okay, understood. So this is also false statement. Then last is the Fahrenheit scale is becoming more common in scientific studies. No, it is not more common, because in more common we are using degree Celsius. Even in newspaper or in many news channels, or whenever you are checking on internet or in a mobile, always temperatures comes with degree Celsius, not Kelvin, because common people are not able to understand the Kelvin scale and all. They cannot convert that degree into Kelvin or Kelvin into degree. So degree is very habitual, means in day to day life frequently we are using. So this is also false statement. Okay. Then here they are asking first question, what device is used to measure the temperature? So thermometers are used to measure the temperature. Okay. So now next question, what does higher temperature indicates? More is the temperature, more is the hot climate. Okay, so hotness it represents. Then what is a formula to convert degree Celsius to Kelvin? So we are adding 273.15 into the degrees, so we will get the answer. Okay, so name one type of thermometer. So we have many thermometers, clinical thermometers. Okay, then we have analog thermometers, digital thermometers. Okay, so these are the types of thermometers. What temperature, next question I am reading, what temperature measurement is commonly used in US? In US, Fahrenheit scale. is used for measuring the temperature. Okay, so here next is, what is a unit of temperature in Kelvin scale? It is Kelvin and it is represented by K. Okay, so it is represented by what? K. So now next question is that, here, why liquid is often used in the laboratory thermometers? Okay, sorry, what liquids? So either mercury or alcohol they can use for laboratory purpose. So what liquid is generally used in the thermometer? That is again alcohol and mercury. So here next one, what is the SI unit of temperature? That is Kelvin. Just now we did, so it is Kelvin. Okay, so what is the boiling point of a water? Okay, what is the boiling point of a water in Fahrenheit? So boiling point of a water in the Fahrenheit is 212 degrees Celsius. I am not talking about the degree Celsius, I am talking about degree Fahrenheit. That is 212 Fahrenheit, degree Fahrenheit. Okay, is the answer. Now next they are asking, which type of thermometer uses heat sensor to measure the temperature? So basically thermometers uses heat sensor to measure the temperature. That is in digital thermometers. Okay, we are using that in digital thermometers. Getting this? So now next is, what is a unit is used to measure the temperature in metric system? In metric system we are using Celsius. Okay, then at what temperature does water freeze in Celsius? So the freezing point is what? Below 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so that is the measurement, means below or starting from 0, they are what, the water is what started freezing. Okay, so now here, what is the smallest value of laboratory thermometer can read according to the text? That is minus 10 degree Celsius. Okay. So again tomorrow we can discuss some 2 mark and 3 mark question. Today I discuss only few questions which are 1 mark. Okay, very basic questions I covered, and tomorrow we can continue. So keep reading NCERT textbook, this digital and temperature and its measurements. Okay, thank you.